name is Courtney Warren. I've been with the Delta Arts Alliance for 4 years, 3 or 4 years now. I am the storytelling instructor, and I started by working with the Bolivar commercial and coming in and doing stories with Rory all the time about the cool stuff happening here. And I realized that there was nothing to do with writing or storytelling, and I said, Rory, we need this. And she said, okay, you're the teacher.
My name is Leah Allen, and this will be my first year working with the Arts Alliance. I'm going to be the storytelling junior teacher, and I got involved with the Arts Alliance when my husband and I first moved here. I met Amy Vance, and she talked to me about the In Your Own Words series, and it sounded amazing. And she contacted me a few weeks ago and told me that they needed another instructor for the storytelling program and asked me if I would be interested. And so here I am.
Storytelling is a writing class, and kids from 3rd grade and up will come kind of learn the basics of creative writing and also about different genres, how to create cool dialogue, and really explore what they like to do and what sort of style of writing is for them. We have kids that like to do rap. We have kids that do comic books. We had 2 3rd graders perform a song about giving the world a high five last year. They also learn about the craft. So they learn how to create that dialogue, how to show, not tell, how to describe things, in a way that you can see it. And at the end of it, they have a few finished pieces that they're able to present to their parents.
What I'll be focusing on with the junior storytelling class is more fundamentals, so that when they get into the senior class, if she says, I want you guys to make sure and show, don't tell in this piece, they have a strong foundation of what that means. So we're going to spend a lot of time working on vivid verbs and really looking at sentence structure, so all of your sentences aren't 4 words long and begin and end the same. We're going to focus on some of the nuts and bolts type elements of creative writing, so that as they move through the program, they have a strong base, which is really going to help them develop their writing.
Storytelling kind of started with that first class. We only had 3 students, and they really varied in age, and so it was kind of just, I really like to write, let's get together and just really like to write together. And so from that, it kind of became a safe space, like a space to get out any frustrations or to explore a new world, or to create an entirely new world, which is what we did together that first year. We created one story, all of us together. It had sections and they performed it at the end. And I think storytelling is really about finding your voice. My first storytelling class, I had one student that when she got on stage, she could not speak at all. And she was absolutely terrified. And she sat in a chair because she was nervous. She didn't want to perform. She said, I'll just read it from my chair. So she got up there and she had the paper in her hand and she just froze. And so I went and I sat beside her, and all I did was put my hand on her leg, and I said, you can do this. And she just started to read. And now, that was 3 or 4 years ago, this past year, she wrote an entire series.
Writing is about so much more than school. It's about expressing yourself, and it's such a fundamental skill. So if you learn how to write well and how to express yourself well, that's something that you're going to carry through for the rest of your life. As an English teacher, to be a part of a program where the kids are coming after school to spend time learning how to write is kind of a dream job. I mean, to be able to have these kids who are here because they're already interested in writing, they already see themselves as writers, they have a passion for that, and to be able to help them develop that is an incredible opportunity. You're able to really solidify what it is that you believe and explain that to other people, and in doing so, you create for yourself a better understanding of the things that matter to you and your own ideas about the world and about life.
My name is Emma Spinks and I am 13. I am going to go to Cleveland Central Middle School, and I've been with the Storytellers for 3 years. I like it because I've got some really good friends. I'm great friends with the teacher, Miss Courtney. She lets me do my own writing process, which would be to sit in all of the windows, and I have to put on music and so I have to listen to that to get into the mood for writing. It helps me identify my weaknesses in writing, which helps me to work on that and make it better. It's also taught me reviewing and editing and just how to compose a great piece. On the intercom it came on as I won, and I was shell-shocked because first I didn't realize that it was between the state, just thought it was the school district. And when I did realize it was the state, I was like, awesome. I look at my pieces before this class, and I'm like, wow, I went from there to here. It's helped me work on my description, organizing the story, and it just lets my imagination run wild.
Delta Art Science is so incredibly special to the entire community and to me. It's when I walk through those doors, I feel like I'm somebody. I feel like I'm important, and something Rory always says is, you're a rock star. I see you. And I'm gonna tear up. But when you walk through those doors, you're a rock star. When the kids walk through the doors, they are rock stars. And when I was talking about when I got my MFA, when you walk onto the campus, you're a writer. And I feel like that is what happens when you come to the Delta Art Science. When you come to the Delta Art Science, you're a ballerina, you're an artist, you're a painter, you're an author, you're all kinds of things.
I think it's just incredible that a program like this exists in our community, and it's so available to the students. My husband and I just moved here from Texas, and we lived right outside a town of 100,000 people, and there was nothing like this. So the idea that in a town the size of Cleveland, we have a program that is so passionate about providing these opportunities for our students. You can come here and you can be an author, you can be an artist, you can be a dancer, and not just multiple opportunities to kind of reach out to all of those students, but if you don't have the money, we have scholarship programs. If you need to pay a little bit every week because you can't pay all up front, it's not just a variety of programs, it's as accessible as it possibly can be. And I think it's incredible that as a community, Cleveland has decided this is important. The arts are something to be valued and respected, and we're willing to invest in that for our children. It's just, to me, an incredible thing that this community has really embraced that and really wants to celebrate that and create a new generation of artists.
Rory is totally right in what she says all the time, on all of her Facebook posts, on all of her Instagram posts. There's magic in this place, for sure.